Today at MyCarCoach we're looking at the new Porsche Boxster S. This is the latest generation Boxster, and the Boxster S starts at a price of £45,000 here in the UK. But this being a Porsche, remember, you have to put certain extras to really make the car. So let's have a look a little bit closer at the car in question. Look at this car in more detail. Now, being June and being the British summer, Porsche have helpfully given me some shelter in which to get away from the rain and actually look at this car in more detail. You'll notice this car is in silver, and this comes with the 19-inch optional wheels. I have to say this is, for me, the best looking Boxster that Porsche have ever made. There's elements of Carrera GT there in the side, with the air intake there. We flash around to the rear, and this is the most attractive part of the car really, the rear LED lights and the way they neatly integrate into the rear spoiler is absolutely fantastic. And just flash around here, hopefully you can see in the light. This being the S version, you'll note the twin exhausts at the rear, smart lettering there, and there you can really see how the spoiler integrates, or how the rear lights actually integrate into the spoiler. Nice little touch. We'll just move around now to the front of the car so you can have a look. I get pelted by the rain for your viewing pleasure. There's the front of the car. Note this has bi-xenon headlamps as well. Again, it's typical Porsche design, restrained yet very classy when you're focusing on the details. Even the headlamps, for example, there. It's a smart contemporary design, and then you've got LED running lights there underneath the front bumper. And yeah, for the money, you are effectively getting a mini Carrera GT. This car looks absolutely fantastic in the flesh. Side is where the car really starts to shine. Finally, Porsche have given the Boxster the interior that it always deserved. This is a much more classy affair. You'll notice the high, almost centre console there that takes its influence from the Panamera saloon, and is also featured in the new 911 as well. There's a real nice quality uplift here as well. This is the double clutch gearbox, which is known as the PDK. I'm going to try and pronounce it in German now, and it's pronounced as Porsche Doppelgeplunkgetriebe. So you can see why it's much easier to refer to it as a PDK. But effectively what that gives you is a semi-automatic gearbox, and you can change gear via actually moving the lever itself, or via the paddles on the steering wheel, or these buttons I should say, because Porsche do actually charge you if you want the paddles, if you like, that you get in a Formula 1 car. You have to pay extra for that. Being a semi-automatic, it's only a 2-pedal job, and the interior, hopefully as you can see, it's just much nicer, much cleaner, much classier, and really worthy of the price tag of the car. The same couldn't be said for previous versions of Boxster, it has to be said. Yeah, it's certainly not cramped inside as well, and it certainly has a nice feel to it. Now, as we all know, no one buys a sports car with their head. Everyone buys a sports car because of how it makes you feel, and this car is very special indeed. Even, I mean, if I just start it up for you now, it just absolutely sounds the business and immediately excites you as soon as you sit in the car. And I mean, just check it's in park. It sounds incredibly beautiful, this car, through the twin exhausts. And to drop the roof, to give you an idea of actually how quick this works, let's drop the roof now. So if you have your stopwatch at the ready, and suddenly you've got absolutely endless, unlimited levels of headroom, and then you can really appreciate the engine noise of the car as well. So yeah, let me give you a tour outside and what it actually looks like in its element with the roof down. I mean, this is a car that looked great with the roof up, but with it down it looks absolutely stunning. Give you a guided tour. You'll note as well that in the previous generation Boxsters they had a tonneau cover under which the hood would effectively sit sheltered from the rain, so there'd be a metal bit here that covered the fabric roof, but they've done away with that, and that's purely just in the interest of saving weight. And if you really have to make the decision and convince your partner that this is really the car that you desperately need and have to have in your life, with the PDK gearbox, when I was driving it a minute ago on the motorway, at 70 miles an hour in 7th gear, because there's 7 gears, the car's just pulling over 1500 revs. So it's actually, believe it or not, quite economical and for a 3.4 litre you can actually get over 30 miles to the gallon. So who says that buying a Porsche means that you have to have deep pockets? Admittedly, it is quite hard to keep yourself restrained with a car, but nevertheless, if you need to convince a partner that you really do need this car, then you can say that you can buy it with your heart and also your head as well. I hope you found this mini review useful. As always, there will be a more informative review on our website. And if you'd like to know more about the car, and for all your car buying needs, visit MyCarCoach.